Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shura. I'm one of the business advisor at SME Center Malay Chamber of Commerce. It's a great pleasure to be speaking today with a lineup of esteemed speakers who are successful entrepreneurs and leaders. I will be sharing with you some of the government grants that your company can tap on for your business. Okay, Enterprise Singapore's mission is to grow the Singapore enterprises like yourself by building up your capabilities and accessing the global opportunity. Okay, today I will cover on three categories. First is the capabilities development. Second is the internalization, and also the lastly is the access to financing. Okay, so let me introduce you first the initiative which will help your companies to develop some core capabilities for your business. Okay, under capabilities development, the first grant is a productivity solution grant. May I know how many of you here have tapped on PSG? Or have never heard before about this grant? No, not at all. Only one. So the rest of you haven't or never applied any grants before? Or still waiting for the PSC to come back? Okay, the Productivity Solution Grant is the first, is a new initiative to assist the businesses in their transformation journey. Okay, this, firstly, you need to identify whether your company are eligible to apply. So the criteria is, your company must be registered and operating in Singapore, have a minimum of at least 30% local shareholding, and your group sales turnover must be at least 100 million or less, or a group of employment of up to 200 employees. And this is very important because when you purchase or lease your IT solution or equipment, these things must be used in Singapore. It means that you cannot purchase, then you bring in when you want to go overseas. Cannot, okay, because there will be an audit later on. Okay, first you need to identify first whether the equipment or the IT that you want to purchase, the IT solution that you want to purchase, is it listed in the PSG website. I mean, you can go to the Tech Depot website. You identify first whether this equipment is really your business needs. Okay, once you have identified, for example, you want to purchase for F&B maybe a combi oven. For something that is for equipment, there's no vendor that's stated in the PSG vendor list. Okay, you mean that you need to identify or look for a vendor and look for a quotation. Usually we will encourage SMEs to go for 3 quotations, so at least you can see which one is maybe based on your budget, company budget, or maybe this one is suit to your business needs. Once you have identified, then you can log into the business portal, attach the quotation, and submit for the approval. You cannot purchase first, okay? You need to wait for the approval by the ESG. Once you get a green light from the ESG, then you can start to purchase. Then the government will reimburse back up to 50% or 70%. You will receive a letter of offer, okay? Then you will stated there, the grant is supported 70% or 50%. Okay, currently it's cover only 3 sectors. I believe most of you are in the food services or retails, okay, food manufacturing. So it's support under 2 categories as I mentioned just now. It's IT solutions or equipment. For IT solution, for example, you want to purchase CRM, for examples. Okay, for example, for IT, there's a pre-scope IT solution pre-qualified vendor in the list. So you just need to choose which of the vendor. Once you have choose, then you can just apply to the BGB. Okay, for the equipment, currently there's no approved vendor or pre-qualified vendor. You need to outsource yourself. Once you have choose, then you can apply again to the same portal. Okay, this is just some of the examples of equipment supported under PSG. The whole list you can go and go to the Tech Depot, or maybe you can meet up with us. Then we can share with you the whole list. The second grant is a CDG. May I know how many of you here have applied CDG? Well, CDG is much more higher than PSG, huh? Okay, CDG is, the support level is up to 70%. And again, the criteria is similar to PSG. You must be registered, have a minimum 30% local shareholding, and your group annual sales turnover must be at least 100 million. Okay, there's a 10 categories. You need to choose at least one. Okay, which one that is really suit in your business. So sometimes the SMEs, they're not sure which of these pillars are really suit for their business. That is where our role is. That is where you came to the SME Center and meet up with the business advisor. The business advisor can help you to identify which of the pillars that really you need to embark on the projects. Okay, maybe you think it's a product development, but after the business advisors do the analysis, maybe if we find out that it's not a product development, maybe you need to improve on your service excellence, something like that. So that is why we always encourage the SMEs, before you make a decision, please meet up with the business advisor. Okay, under HR shared services, this is the SMEs, the governments provide a one-time funding up to 70%, which include a one-time setup and subscription cost capped at 1 year. The reason why the government support this because they want the SMEs to focus on your core business. So this HR services you can tap under CDG under HR capabilities area. So again, if you want to use this HR shared services, make sure that your companies are eligible to tap or to apply the CDG. Because one of the criteria, just now I forgot to mention, that when you apply CDG, you need to submit your latest audited financial statement. That means your business must be operated maybe more than a year or 18 months. 18 months and above, sorry. Okay, under HR portal, again, my question is, how many of you have used this free portal? No, free thing no one want to use. Okay, currently there's a few portal that available or toolkit that available out there. Besides HR, they also have marketing, we also have productivity, we have customer service toolkit. All these toolkits are free. Okay, one of the benefits that can help the SMEs is provide frameworks and key guidelines on how to execute their HR activities and functions. And there's also tools and templates. All these tools and templates are free. Okay, for example, for a new businesses, maybe you're not sure on how to prepare an employment letter, or maybe you're not sure on how to do appraisal. So there's a template there. What you need to do is you need to just register. It's a free registration. Then you just once you have registered, you just choose which is the template that you need. So after you have choose, you just need to customize. You can customize this based on your business needs. Okay, for Center of Innovation, I think I skipped this because it's more on the manufacturing. Let's say, how many of you here is on manufacturing? No? So I can skip this lah, okay? It's not a Center of Innovation. Okay, internationalization. Again, how many of you here intend to go to expand your business to overseas market? Only two? The rest already in overseas market? No, still local. Not sure also whether local or global. Okay. Okay, the market readiness assistance is cover up to 70% of the eligible third-party costs and up to 20,000 cap per year. Okay, per SMEs can apply 2 application per fiscal year. And at a cap of 20,000, I repeat, it's only capped at 20,000, 2 application. It's not mean that 2 application, 20,000 times 2. No, 20,000 per fiscal year, you can apply 2 application. Okay, for example, if let's say I want to apply for overseas market setup, then my grants approved at 15,000, for example. Okay, after I get my first application approved, I still have a second application, right, that I want to apply. I only have a balance of 5,000 that I can use. Okay? So you need to identify first which of the country that you want to go. Okay, study first whether their products or your services is in demand there. Then after that, you go, you choose whether you want to apply for the overseas market setup or overseas business partners or overseas market, or overseas market promotion. Okay. The second one is the global company partnership. This one is if your company is already on board or is already in the overseas. Let's say I already have a business set up in China, for example. So I want to upgrade my business, or I want to go for another country that I want to go. So you can apply for this GCP. The eligibility criteria is is different from the MRA. Means that your global HQ must be in Singapore, your annual revenue must be at least 500,000, and your paid up capital must be at least 50,000. Then you are eligible to apply for this grant. Okay, if let's say you are not sure whether you want to go for MRA or GSP, don't worry, you can always meet up with the business advisor. Either you can meet up with me. I have also two of my colleagues here today, is Vinod and Ahmad there, who also will be share with you more if you need more details. Okay, this is a double tax deductions. Okay, if let's say you don't want any more grant but your company only eligible for the tax deduction, then you can go and apply for this. But it's very rare for the small SMEs, for the micro SMEs to go and apply for DTDI. Okay, plug and play. How many of you think that you want to explore your business in the Asia market like China, India, and Southeast Asia? Okay, if you have this in your mind, so this plug and play must be is suitable for your company. Okay, this when SMEs enter a new market, one of the top challenges that is always the lack of the suitable business partners is to find a business matching. So when we want to go for overseas market, we have this difficulty to find a good business matching. So that is where you can tap on this plug and play. This is not a grant, okay? This is just to introduce you to the right business matching, and also to find a co-working spaces in which of the country that you want to go. Okay, Tarif Finder is more suited for those who are in the import and export business. Okay, if let's say you want to export your things to this certain country, you can use this platform. Okay, access to financing. SME microloan. Any of you here have applied microloan before, or your application has been rejected? No, wow, this participant today very good. No grants, no loan, no nothing. Very good. So you all are fully funded by yourself. Okay, the SME microloan is, the intention is to help small companies to manage your cash flow for your daily operation. Okay, the loan quantum is up to 100,000, and repayment period is up to 4 years. Okay. Same, the criteria same like PSG, CDG, it must be registered, have a minimum of 30% local shareholding. Okay, whether you want to know whether your company is eligible or not, before you go direct to the financial institution, you can come and meet the business advisor. As I mentioned again, we are totally funded by Enterprise Singapore, thus we didn't charge you anything. It's a $0. So before you engage a consultant, you can come to us. Then we can identify first whether your business are eligible to apply for this SME microloan. If this microloan doesn't interest you, maybe you can consider to apply SME working capital loan. Okay, this working capital loan, the quantum is up to 300,000 with a repayment period up to 5 years. Okay, the criteria is still the same, and again the application process, you can meet up with the business advisor. Then the business advisor can let you know whether your company is ready or is suitable to apply for the working capital loan. If yes, then we will introduce you to the Institute Financial. Then they will verify your document and can expedite your application. Okay? So any one of you already changed your mind to apply the grant or working capital loan? Still not yet. Maybe you all are hungry, right? So I will end this presentation. If you need more details, okay, please you can contact us, or you just now I already give you my contact number. Okay. Yep. Sorry. Okay, you can give a call or you can drop us an email. Okay, we will meet up with you and understand your business first before we introduce you to any type of grants that have in Enterprise Singapore. To that, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Shraisha. Thank you so much. Next, may we invite Ms. Manisa Sapari to share her portion of government schemes.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. Okay, I'm sure you all are hungry. It's almost lunchtime, so I will try to go very brief as possible. Okay, I'm actually Shura's colleague. I'm a business advisor for Workforce Singapore. So I believe I'm talking to the audience where either you are individuals or you are either business owners. So for Workforce Singapore, there's programs that is suitable for both category. Okay, so I will touch on these 4 parts about Adapt and Grow, program and initiatives, bundling of programs, and if you have any Q&A. Okay, Adapt and Grow. I'm sure you have seen this poster perhaps in public commuters like MRT about Adapt and Grow. So basically this is introduced by the previous minister, Mr. Lim Swee Swee, in 2016. So Adapt and Grow is to help employees or potential employers how to get more local talents and also for individuals to grow their talent because of the ongoing economic challenges. So I'm sure you can relate on this statistic that right now employment are more skewed towards older workers like and also PMETs and also lower workforce and also the mismatched talents in Singapore. Okay, I will go to the program and initiatives. Okay, just now I mentioned that the programs are for individuals. When I mention individuals, it's basically they have job matching services. And let's say somebody want to transition into a new career path. Perhaps they don't have background in manufacturing. So how they can transform their career skills into that field, and for employers, how you can get this group of people to help on your company's capability. Okay, this is the summaries of the Adapt and Grow. I will go through about career trial, career support program, PMAX, professional conversion program, and about the career matching services. Okay, so career trial. Have any one of you heard about this or have tapped on this program? No? Okay, I believe you, perhaps nobody have heard of it, but the previous scheme is called work trial. So basically, you can actually put a job seeker on a trial period for up to 480 hours, which is equivalent up to 3 months. So during this trial period, companies do not have to pay CPF or give employment letter yet. So and you can see whether the person match your job skill. And for employment, it's also for them whereby that they can receive incentive of $500 if they stay in the company for 3 months and additional $1,000 if they meet the criteria. So I will show you this table. So this is only for Singaporean who's unemployed. And when they are on this scheme, career trial, they will get training allowance, which is $7.50 per hour. Okay, let's say they are put on trial for 1 month. So they will get this $7.50 times that trial period for 1 month. So, and for the second table where is the $11 plus to $15, they are only getting this amount if they are placed with a salary more than 2K and provided they are getting a employment letter after that. So the retention incentive whereby the $500 is given to the candidate if they stay on in the company for 3 months. So the government is trying to encourage employees not to do job hopping because it's not easy to retain locals. And for the $1,000, if they have not worked previously for 6 months, they will get additional 1K. So can you imagine how much cost defray costs when hiring locals, and all this retention incentive is given by the government. Okay, and you can get salary support up to 30% if you hire those previously who didn't work for 6 months. And of course, they need to stay in the company for at least 6 months. So this 30% is equivalent to 5,400 in total. So that's the amount that company can get the support. So you can apply this. It's free. It's very straightforward to apply. And if you want to know how to apply later, you can ask me so that I can go through with you. Okay, I'll move on to another program called Career Support Program. So this is a program that you can hire more skilled PMET. For this group of people, they are either were made redundant previously or they didn't work at least for 6 months. So do you know that you can get this group of people because they have a very highly skilled and you can get salary support from the government. So to be eligible, you need to hire those Singaporean and okay, the first tier, which is up to 42,000 salary support. You can see that if let's say you hire somebody who didn't work previously for 12 months and above 40 years old, the first 6 months, 50% out of the salary, 3,006, the government will support, and all the way to 18 months. I've met companies who have tapped on this grant, so it really helped them to defray costs. Because I'm sure some SMEs that I've met, they told me they have headache hiring, as example, millennials, because they say, I want a higher pay, but I want somewhere to work near my home. But you know, they're asking for the sky when in terms of salary, but they don't have the experience. You can consider hiring those people who are highly skilled with a lot of experience for the PMET. Okay, I will move on to another scheme called PMAX program. Okay, PMAX program is very beneficial to SMEs. Okay, why I say that? Because okay, to retain locals is very challenging, especially in the current market right now. And this program helps to teach companies to learn the best HR practices, and the new hire, they can also learn other skills like project management, leadership skills. So they will go through a course. Okay, this is the table. The workshop will be funded 90% by the government. Okay, so during that course period, the rep of the company and the new hire need to attend a 1 to 2 days course. So, and the criteria to get the $5,000 grant, the new hire need to stay in the company for at least 6 months. There will be a follow-up then. And then the company can get 1 time per UEN. So it doesn't mean that you send 2-3 staff, you can get per head. So it's per UEN. So this scheme is good, basically that you can get 5K if you have never tapped on. So the money you can use for your company to incentive the new hire, or you can spend for other things. Okay, so the structure over this table, they will show you that they also do enrollment of PMET who wants to do a job matching service. So they will try to match with a company who's looking for PMET. So and then they can get this grant. I believe there is a PMAX booth outside. So if you have any questions, you can approach the booth. Because one of the partners, example SNAF, they are doing the program, so you can ask them for more details. Okay, let's move on to another scheme. It's called Professional Conversion Program. Okay, this scheme is beneficial to PMETs because they have a lot of 100 sectors that goes like accountancy, manufacturing. So this scheme is to encourage your new hire. Okay, when I say new hire, basically anyone in your company within 3 months, you can tap on this program to send them for courses, which is funded by the government. And there's also some of the courses have salary support. So this is the table that shows you the salary support. So the support is up to 70%. Okay, let's say the course for HR is a 3 months course. So the government will fund in terms of salary and course fee during the period of the training. So it doesn't mean that your new hire need to attend the workshop every day. There's schedule for them to follow. So some of the courses are on the job training. So you have the assurance that, you know, after the completion of the course, this new hire will add value added to the company. And to get the 90% support, the new hire need to either be above 40 years old or didn't work previously for 6 months. So they will get 90% funding. Okay, I'll just show you a glance of what are the PCPs available, but you can find out more on the website. Okay, bundling of programs. So the scheme that I've shared, like PMAX, Career Support, Professional Conversion Program, companies can bundle them up to get a long term of salary support basically. Okay, let's say there's a scenario of a new hire, how they can tap on the career support and professional conversion program. So let's say this candidate is interested in accountancy course, for example, and it has to be only a 12 months course. So let's say the salary offered is 3,006, and after that 12 months period, if the person is eligible, she can get a continuous 6 to 12 months depending of another salary support from the government. So another scenario, another candidate can get career support plus PMAX. So this bundling of programs, it helps company to defray costs a bit, especially when you're talking about new hire. So that means you can get up to 42,000 salary support and the one-time 5K assistant grant. Okay, the next slide is just a one scenario that I've assisted for a company. So this new hire, she just joined a company for 3 months. So that means she's a new hire. So she's above 40 and she told me that I'm going to be employed in HR, but I don't have the knowledge. So I introduced her to a HR course that will be about 3 to 6 months depending on her duration that she wants. So she was her company entitled for the 3 programs listed there: professional conversion program, PMAX, and career support. So this company helped to get at least 18 months salary funding. Okay, I've ended my presentation. So to cut short, if you have any queries, you can approach me later. Okay, and that's it. Thank you.